Yes, and here we have another stamp show lot of covers only. This is a hand-picked cover lot at $1 each, and it was my choice of which ones I wanted to pick. And this particular dealer had hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of covers, about 6 banker boxes, probably thousands of covers that I picked through to find 29 covers I thought would be interesting to me. My first step at home: clean, straighten if possible, then sleeve, and then evaluate. I always like to do that. You can see some of the covers, bent over flaps or the corners. Just a little bit of straightening goes a long ways, and cleaning as best as possible um, does make a difference in the final appearance of your material. Yes, in this case, a little water, a paper towel, and some salvage gum that I could use to reaffix things like these corners here and similar. So all that works pretty good, and the eraser obviously for erasing unnecessary catalog numbers of stamps and who knows what else some people have put on there. Unless they are official markings, everything else I feel has no place on a cover. Usually at $1 per cover, not a bad risk, but could also result in a good deal, perhaps. Lebanon. This unaddressed cover was appealing to me because it looked of an older vintage and seems to have all the stamps for a possible complete set, including the 100 piastre stamp. And as it turned out, for $1, the catalog value actually turned out to be $18.75 in my 2015 worldwide catalog. So I feel not such a bad deal. Italy. The 5 lira on cover actually lists in the worldwide catalog, the American Scots catalog, at $52.50. As single, it could even be more, but it does not specify that in this particular catalog. And here we have another Germany postcard. This one may possibly have some value in the 2-line cancel. This one right here of 1938. However, in this particular case, I do not have a reference. So I thought I'd do some more checking at some time in the future. But for $1, I thought it would be worth the purchase. And here we have another Germany cover, censored twice. It's a POW mail to England. The value I also have no reference to. And again, at $1, double censored cover, again, I feel is not such a bad deal. I know there's people that specialize in such mail and have accordingly reference material, which is out there, but in my case, I do not. The Norway cover of 1941, also nicely censored, and with two victory overprinted stamps with a capital V, is also usually desirable for collectors. And again, for $1, even though it is somewhat wrinkled due to the extremely thin paper of this envelope, so it's not uncommon to have such wrinkling. And I feel, again, $1 is not such a bad deal. And I've seen them sell online, similar ones, for between $10 and $20. So anyways, the pencil markings unfortunately did not erase. There was some kind of a different pencil right here on this lower left corner. They kind of disrupt the appearance, but nothing much I could do. And Germany again, the year is 1940, and here too we have a censored cover, airmail, to and from New York, which is quite interesting in English and in German. So in other words, it went to New York and it came back from New York. So I have not seen that before. So very interesting. And again, the censor marking in this case also is of a different type of paper. So there are also many differences in censor tapes, even from the same country, and the cancellation that ties it to the cover right here from the German military. Anyways, I thought $1 again was a nice low price to pay for such an item. And the USA, probably not much value here. They just attracted me because, you know, they had nice duplex cancels, as we refer to these. Of course, this is the killer part, and this is the one that makes it a duplex because they're all on the same canceller. And nice advertising, and overall pretty clean. So I thought I spent $2 on those. And similarly, these two US covers, not a whole lot of value here either, but somewhat interesting just because, again, of the advertising, and in this case, the different color envelope, and an older item at that. So again, I just liked them, and so I bought them. And back to Germany, Soviet zone, obviously a philatelic cover, which carries both the kind of cigarette paper, transparent type paper of these two stamps, and the same reissued in a regular stamp paper. Here too, there's a possibility for this particular stamp of being perhaps a better color. And also the paper needs to be examined on this lower set because there are various different types of papers that were used. And this top set could have a different positioned watermark. So this one perhaps may be an example to send off to an expertiser in that particular field. So anyways, $1 again, no problem whatsoever. And here another Soviet zone of 1949, Germany. Yes, unfortunately, the postage is 20% over, which is 10 pfennig. And therefore, the catalog value does not really apply because of that. If it was just 10% over, it would have been okay. And if it was, the correct amount, yes, the catalog value could have been $120, as well as also the color need to be checked on this particular item. And then we have Germany, West Berlin of also 1949 of multiple franking. And in this particular case, we have multiple franking. As you can see, all 8 pfennig stamps, and we have one horizontal pair. So add it all together for this relatively simple looking cover. The actual catalog value is about $20. So not bad for $1. So why pick some low value covers even for just $1? Well, in my opinion, and it's only my opinion, the answer is relatively simple. Not knowing and knowing the material. Not knowing gives me the opportunity to learn which is worth the $1 gamble in the future. Knowing gives me the opportunity for the right decision at that particular moment. So basically, that is how I feel about $1 covers. So in my next video, I will show you the other half of this $29 total lot. And yes, there is a surprise or two in that grouping. So be sure and watch it. Hopefully you enjoyed at least a little bit of this video and perhaps give me a thumbs up, and even more so, I hope you might subscribe to my channel, future and past videos. Thank you so very much for watching. So as you can see, there's always little things to look for, and it's very difficult to remember every detail. So as you can see also, some of my covers were a little bit better, and some of them were not a whole lot more than what I paid for it. But the learning experience is definitely worth a few dollars to me. And this is how we advance our interest and knowledge of our wonderful hobby, philately. My channel, Stamps Space, My Fun Things.